right. There we go. I think we got this here. Let's see. Okay, Instagram is now live again. And that link is up there as well. And there we go. I think we're good now. Wow, holy crap. That was crazy. That was totally crazy. All right. I think we're good now. All right. So in that case, welcome back.
We on the line?
Yeah, this is live. We're live now.
Right.
All right. Now that was crazy. I don't know how in the world that happened, but apparently my whole like source internet basically just shut down in the middle of the live stream a moment ago. So it literally took this long to like get the whole network set up and running again so we could start the show up again. But thank you guys so much for bearing with us right now. Good to see you back here again on YouTube, and also we're still running live on at Weekend Showcase on Instagram. And once again, I'm Donn. With me right now is my good friend and colleague Kyko. Hey, how you doing, man?
Greetings from Atlanta. You know I'm back with it.
Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing so far?
It's
Summer.
hot. It's hot. I ain't got no air conditioning in the house. I ain't got no air conditioning in the car. I ain't got no air conditioning at Starbucks because they said the air conditioning wasn't working. So I ain't got no air conditioning. So it's hot.
Ugh. Well, I mean, hey, at least you get to spend Father's Day with your dad, right? Did you do anything special for Father's Day?
This dude, I tell you, this dude woke up and came in my room and said, "Hey man, you know today was Father's Day?" I said, "What? Since when?" I said, "It's June." And so, you know, that's how that went. You know what I'm saying? So we I mean, you know, every day is Father's Day for this guy. So, you know.
Are you auditioning to do like some sort of like mass vigilante crime fighter?
No, my
here.
back giving out. I gotta hold my I gotta prop my back, you know, so my back giving out.
Okay,
so,
fair enough. All right. Well,
neck. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, careful with that. Jeez. Thanks for coming through and spending a little time with us tonight. Good to see you again. And like I was saying, those of you at home, thanks so much for tuning in and bearing with us through technical difficulties. Don't forget to hit that like button and the subscription bell, and drop us a comment on YouTube or on Instagram, and I might read it off on the air here. Let's see. Oh, we have a comment here right now. This is from Philip Perchinsky, made Al Gore mad in a previous life. I guess talking about the superworms that we were just talking about before the connection difficulties came down. Yeah, there's pretty much no more famous climate advocate than Al Gore. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say, right?
Right.
Yeah, like 2 climate change movies, and it's like, yeah, so there you go. But anyway, so yeah, I was just talking about before the internet gave out, which yeah, we'll be putting together the first part of the show as well as from this part moving forward in a separate thing. We'll go ahead and upload that later on in the week to get something more complete. So like in case, you know, anyone's feeling like they're missing out on information, don't worry about it. We got you. We got everything documented. But so scientists discover superworms capable of munching through plastic waste. Basically, Kyko, what's happening is like there's a species of worm that was discovered with this special kind of enzyme that would basically help deconstruct and digest styrofoam. And so that's basically what would be done to, sorry, let me get my thoughts together. I apologize. There's an enzyme, there's a naturally occurring enzyme in a specific species of worm that scientists are working on reproducing artificially to include as part of the recycling process, because some types of styrofoam, some types of plastic, they're not really conducive to normal recycling processes. So maybe a little help from nature that can be done more efficiently or at all even. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, this is a good thing that they discovered. I'm thinking that this was like a danger, a hazard that they discovered. It's not a hazard. They're saying this is going to help.
That's the promise.
Because I mean, all I see is that kind of stuff going out of hand. I don't like worms. Nobody likes worms.
I mean, it's so funny. I was saying that. I don't know if the stream caught it, like, because that was like right as the live internet feed gave out. I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I don't know why you know, like, are these giant worms? Are these supposed to be like? Are they?
They're not
like.
They're not graboids from like the Tremors movies. It's not like that. I don't think. Stay off the ground. They can feel the vibrations. Yeah. No. But let's see. Here we are. So this is again from the University of Queensland. It's a species called Zophobus morio, and it's like I said, it's a naturally occurring worm that can eat through polystyrene. It's named for styrofoam. So there you go.
But the worm itself is not gonna, do anything crazy because we was already on Earth. I mean, it would have already done damage if it could do crazy damage. But you saying that they're gonna artificially recreate it, like they're gonna create one out of from a test tube. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, that's they don't need to be doing stuff like that.
Well, but wait a minute, unless I misunderstood what your question was, because basically, as if I'm reading this information right, and again, the source link to this story is in the description of this video down below on our YouTube page. It's a naturally occurring creature, a naturally occurring worm that's already introduced into like the ecosystem of the world, basically, with a naturally occurring enzyme that's already there. Mother Nature already put it there. So,
and that's what I'm saying. It was already there. If it was going to do damage, it would have already done damage. But what I'm saying is now you're saying they're going to genetically engineer these worms.
Well, maybe not necessarily the worms, but at the very least, the enzyme that the worm brings to the table. That's what's really going on there.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, well, they're gonna have a cure for AIDS soon with coming along with this enzyme and all kinds of stuff. So, hey,
I don't have any wood around me. Knock on metal. Knock on metal. I guess is the response to that. Let's move on. Let's move on. We're already way over time because of the technical difficulties. We may have to go a little bit over 7 o'clock to sort of make a complete hour. We're supposed to be doing this for an hour. Let's move on and see what we get on the other side of the time as we sort of proceed. This is from Ripley's, believe it or not. Sorry, say again?
No, I just said let's make it happen.
Yeah. So this is from Ripley's in 2020. This is one of those like facts cartoons that they're famous for. So in 2021, a badger burrowing inside a cave in Spain unearthed hundreds of Roman coins from at least 1600 years ago.
Wow. So
apparently we have badgers moonlighting as archaeologists, it would seem.
Wow.
I guess that's the takeaway from that particular headline. Let's try and dig a little bit deeper here. Here we go. This is at least visual. It makes it a little bit easier to sort of share on the live stream. In 2021, Italian artist Salvatore Garau sold his invisible sculpture Io Sono. I'm probably pronouncing all that wrong. I apologize. For over $18,000. It even came with a certificate of authenticity.
It's invisible.
Here we are.
Hold on. Invisible painting, invisible sculpture.
Yeah, that's the thing.
$18,000.
Yeah, I know this isn't the Badger thing. These is for those who don't know the Ripley's comics. A lot of them have this thing where it's kind of like a visual montage of different weird facts. Basically, I was just getting to the Badger thing.
That was a real thing, though.
Yeah,
this guy made $18,000 for nothing.
Listen. This is nothing. When Kobe retired, okay, I saw this article about somebody had made an eBay auction of an empty water bottle. Okay, an empty water bottle that the seller had described it as containing air from inside Staples Center during Kobe's last game.
Man,
are you kidding me?
They need to throw it away. They need to throw it all away.
I mean, you're selling air from Kobe's last game. Why am I butchering his name so much now? And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is the Kobe's last game air bottle. Someone actually bought that.
Yeah,
someone actually bought that empty bottle of air from Kobe's last game. I don't understand that. But anyway, yeah, it takes all kinds in this world.
No, we can get into so much about that. But go ahead, yeah. So these Badger.
But so, yeah, 2021, Badger burrowing inside a cave unearthed hundreds of Roman coins from at least 1,600 years ago. That's basically all that it says here. There's no other information on this page, unfortunately, about that or the other topic, or this other item in here about atomic clocks being changed. But
I don't understand. I mean, the Badger found some coins from 1600 years ago, right?
Right.
And Ripley decided to put this in his book.
And say again.
I'm saying the Badger found some coins. Is that how? Isn't Ripley's a world? No, Ripley's is not world record. Ripley's is just believe it or not. Why are we?
Ripley's is adjacent to Guinness. What you're describing is Guinness, but like they're run by right. It's the same company owns it.
The same people. All right. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, why did the Badger make it on a world record, or why should I believe that Badger found 1,600 coins?
Because clearly, like there was a Badger in at least 2020 that had accidentally unearthed a deposit of Roman coins from 1700 years ago. So that one clearly had the record.
How they find
That's why you didn't hear about it.
How they so the Badger found the coins and then stood there by the coins waiting for somebody to find them with the coins. Like he didn't take the coins and bring them to people. They found
everyone check under your seat. You get a Roman coin. You get a Roman coin. You get a Roman coin.
Like, so I just it's baffling. It's mind boggling. And what they saying here about what they say about 2030? What's happening?
No, yeah. By the year 2030, ultra precise atomic optical clocks that rely on visible light to track time may officially redefine the length of a second.
Well, we in 2022. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so we have about 8 years left of our current human perception of time being measurable, being traditionally measurable, I guess.
Right. Look, it took somebody to read that to make it so that it would come out in 2030.
You're talking about basically running the computations necessary to realize, hey, this is coming down the pipe.
This needs to come out in 2030, so I have to start working on it. Like that's.
But by then it's too late. It's already happened. Like the point of this is to sort of like give advance notice. Like, hey, you're going to want to make sure you've got your time.windows.com or whatever, your clock synchronization server. Get ready to do that manually in 2031. Right?
Man.
I guess that's what that is. But anyway, we've gotten so distracted from that topic. Good grief.
that's. I mean, Ripley's do it to you. I went to the Ripley's in Baltimore. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And I went in that little mirror thing where you gotta go through the maze, but it's a whole bunch of mirrors. So it's like sometimes you don't know. Well, I smacked my head so hard in there because I'm running. I'm thinking I'm good, and I smacked my head so hard into this mirror, man. And I just sat there, just thought about it. I said, man, I can't get out this maze.
Yeah, I used to work at a Ripley's actually years ago. Yeah. Like we had a lot of crazy stuff there too, man. I gotta say. We have a couple YouTube comments. Don, and then a heart emoji. Loving that green in your background. Thank you, Becca. Thanks for watching. Good to see you. Philip Perchinsky says, I know, right? Lights and background. Funko Pops are awesome. Why, thank you. But yeah, let's see. Let's move on to the next topic here. This is another thing from Ripley's here. According to some social media users and blogs, staircases have popped up in forests all over the world with no explanation. What? Wait a minute. Hang on. We're going to dig a little bit deeper into this right now. Hang on a second. Let's see here. Come on. Load it up. What is happening here? Are you kidding me? The story didn't load up right. Hang on. I may have to manually look this up. The video is the links to all of these topics are listed in the description as always. So like if absolutely all else fails, we may have to like pull that up separately at a different time, but let's see here. Hopefully we can do this way. Yep, there it is. Okay, we got it. We're good, everybody. All right, so again, this is from RIPLEY'S.com. It was published 3 days ago. Imagine stumbling across a staircase in the woods that can't be explained, a structure that stands alone with no other visible construction nearby, no foundations, no walls, and no vestiges of human activity. The concept is unsettling and a little creepy. And according to some Reddit users, these staircases have popped up in forests all over the world with no explanation, even going so far as to link them to some terrifying feelings, strange experiences, and seemingly unexplainable phenomena. Okay, Kyko, what you got on this?
Should we be concerned about that?
You're saying you would be concerned about this?
I'm saying, should we be concerned about that? That's not okay. That's not. I mean, that's not normal. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It does not make much sense to me either. Like,
I don't know.
It looks like.
About that.
See, what's interesting is if you look in, I'll try to zoom in here a little bit so you can see a little clearer. There's like moss growth and stuff like that on these stairs, which suggests that they've been around for a long, long time. But if they've never been in this area before, it's like only two possibilities could really explain. Either like somebody stealthily, secretly sort of like put these here from somewhere else.
Right.
You know? Or there's been a bit of bleed over from a corresponding parallel universe, basically, where these stairs exist.
See, and that's what
it's like, for those of you who believe in multiverse theory.
Should we be concerned if you saying that? Should we be concerned about this, or like that's not something we should just brush off? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you said more than one of these staircases. So
theoretically, let's see. These include everything from grass refusing to unexplainable phenomenon. I'm sorry. The unexplainable phenomena that's being associated with these stairs include everything from grass refusing to grow near the stairs to a general sense of uneasiness when near them. But is there anything substantial to these claims, or are they merely Reddit users' attempts at creating short horror stories? A closer examination of Reddit users' anecdotes about staircases to nowhere reveals some fascinating things about their geography. The first stories spoke primarily of parks within the US, many of them within the National Park Service. They'd seen stairs in various places, including the New England states, Montana, Michigan, and West Virginia. Here's another example of weird stairs appearing in the forest out of nowhere.
That's kind of hard in a way. Like that's kind of cool. Like I'm just walking through the forest and all of a sudden I see some stairs that don't lead to nowhere. Like, I mean, I'm gonna go up them. I definitely walk up the stairs.
Really? And what if you walk into a parallel dimension or something at the other end because there's an invisible gateway?
Listen, if I walk in this trail and I walk in this trail every day, and then one day I see some stairs that I ain't never seen before, I'm definitely gonna walk up these steps.
Just out of morbid curiosity?
I have to, because I mean, look, either it's gonna take me somewhere, or these three things. It's gonna take me to a parallel universe, right? These stairs were for me. Yeah, I was supposed to walk up these stairs, or I'm walking up to heaven because I just died.
Well, that escalated quickly.
You see what I'm saying? So exactly, you know what I'm saying. So I walk up the steps. On those three notes, I definitely walking up the steps.
Wow. What about those of you at home watching? Would you walk up phantom stairs? We have some comments. Hey Philip, what's up? And they were never heard from again. Is the quote in there? Do not investigate crap. Yeah, I think it's I think that comment is directed at you, Kyko. I think. But hey, those of you who are watching right now, thanks so much for coming back through. I know we had some technical difficulties. The like count got reset after I started the stream up again. Please hit that like button again if you haven't already. Let's see. Philip Puchinsky, Superworms plus strange stairs equals insta death. Everyone knows that. Those are two separate stories, though.
Listen, but it's all coming together. You see what I'm saying? You walk up the steps. You walk up the steps, and then you meet these giant worms that's about to inject you with their poison. So that's what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's the story that needs to be written.
But that's only valid if you're made of styrofoam, because that's what the worms eat.
That's what the worms do. But
like if you're wearing styrofoam clothes or something, like if you've got let's say karate gear that you borrowed from SpongeBob, like that stuff looks like it was made of styrofoam. Like don't bring that anywhere near the superworms, I think is the moral of the story here.
Yeah, because when I'm speaking of SpongeBob, when I'm thinking about these worms, you know what worm I'm thinking about? It was big, pink, and
the Alaskan bullworm. It was an Alaskan bullworm.
We need to pick up the city and move it somewhere else. Man.
Exactly. These are things you do. We know this. We've known this for 20 years, people. It's not brain surgery. Anyway. All right. Philip says, for real. Exactly. Thank you.
Good stuff. That's good stuff.
Oh, here we go. Becca Cardenas says, worms are good protein.
But, so
bon appetit, Becca. If you want to eat a superworm that can digest styrofoam. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm
stick to the
clowning you.
red meat. I'm gonna stick to my beans. You know, I gotta have me some beans, some jelly beans, some kidney beans, some lime. I don't like lima beans. Lima beans are nasty.
I thought they were good for your heart. You
No,
know, the more beans that you eat, the more that you do your taxes on time.
Well, well, I would kill myself before I ate some lima beans. I'll tell you what, I don't like no lima beans.
Okay, I guess we've established what Kyko's personal kryptonite is then. Let's see. Steve Gullins, I don't know what that emoji is. Clapping? I don't know what that emoji represents. That is like some Star Trek junk. Do not trespass. Yes, talking about the Phantom Staircase. Yeah, right. Definitely got to agree with you there. Let's see. Some Becca typed a comment just now. Some worms in my lima beans.
Now I never eat a lima bean just because that comment was made. Now lima beans is done. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, no. Let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next topic. So apologies to anyone watching this feed tonight who might happen to be eating dinner. Rest in peace, your appetite. I don't know.
Eat your beans.
All right, let's move on. Next topic on the docket. Here we go. So this is from the Miami Herald. This is back to astrophysics kind of stuff. Did NASA find hell? Scientists brace for the first glimpse of a world that constantly burns.
Listen, that's the sun.
This is going to be weird. All right, here we go. Mankind's first look at conditions on a super Earth 50 light years away is expected in the coming weeks via the James Webb Space Telescope, and NASA is bracing to see the stuff of nightmares. The planet, called 55 Cancri E, the E is a separate thing from, I don't know how to pronounce that, 55 CANCRI, and then a space, and then the letter E.
That's that E that you get when you put too much numbers in the calculator.
Yeah, exactly. It's an error. Can you see this clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah, 55 Cancri E. That's so weird. All right. So the planet orbits so close to its sun-like star that surface conditions could literally be like the hell of biblical description, a dimension in a constant state of burning. Data show 55 Cancri E is less than 1.5 million miles from its star, 1/25th the distance that Mercury is from our sun. So yeah, that's way closer. That's obviously going to be way hotter. NASA reported on May 26, quote, with surface temperatures far above the melting point of typical rock-forming minerals, the day side of the planet is thought to be covered in oceans of lava. Imagine if Earth were much, much closer to the sun, so close that an entire year lasts only a few hours, so close that gravity has locked one hemisphere in permanent searing daylight and the other in endless darkness, so close that the oceans boil away, rocks begin to melt, and the clouds rain lava, end quote. Yeah, let's put a timeshare there. Why not?
So that planet is hell. Is that what you're saying?
Theoretically, yes.
Because I say that because we was talking about this the other day. We were saying, is hell in this existence, or do you have to, like, quote unquote die to get to hell? Like, that's what we were talking about. Is hell a planet? Could it be? So
that's, I mean, just we have to sort of look at it from a science. We have to look at this from a scientific perspective, because again, we try not to discuss religion on the show. We have to, from a scientific perspective, as close as we can get based on our understanding of what that is in the theological context, in the biblical context, as close as we can get to that is coming across something like this that's already pre-existing in the cosmos. Right. That matches the description as it has been passed down through the millennia, basically.
Right.
And whether or not,
I just mean hell as, I don't want to, because we're trying to stray away from, what it is, the aspect of. But what I'm saying, when I say hell, I'm saying I guess, I mean, calling it a damnation, I guess it's still calling it the same thing. I guess the place, what I'm trying to refer to is not like a biblical place of going, or rather like an ending place, an ending grounds. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard not to be based on this description.
Right. know what I'm saying? So,
So.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. And we were just saying, is this in existence? And so the point I'm trying to make is that this article right here is giving me an incentive that more questions need to be asked. You see what I'm saying?
I could agree with that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? More,
I guess keep up the good work, NASA, I guess, is the takeaway then, is what I'm hearing. Okay.
I mean, I have new questions to ask NASA now. I have
feel
brand new questions to ask them.
You should do a standalone video about this. We should like put it out and we'll see what that particular facet of the scientific community might be able to put out in response to that, maybe.
I think so. And I mean, based off of all these articles, I mean, I'm just feeling like we're not looking at a bright future right now, boy. We got superworms and weird staircases, and now we got hell coming to Earth. I don't know.
No. It's a different planet entirely in what's a different galaxy entirely. It's not coming here.
Oh, it's not coming. It's not coming. I thought it was coming.
No. No, it's not like what the Apocalypse from DC Comics. I don't think that's what this is.
That's what I'm okay. So now I was because I'm getting scared. I'm like, okay, it's coming. So
yeah,
you know, what are we, you know, but you say, okay, so they just found it, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I won't be thinking about that all night.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would have figured, you know, no, never mind. I don't want to go there with it. Never mind. Let's move on. Let's move on. We've been on that topic too long. Let's move on to the next item on the docket. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Those of you who are tuned in with live via YouTube or Instagram, don't forget to smash that like button and the notification bell. And you can be among the first to find out once we start uploading, as we upload content throughout the weekend. Obviously, our live shows here on Friday and Sunday nights, barring further technical difficulties as they happen. Let's move on. Next topic is from the New York Post. This is published 3 days ago. I drank 30 cans of Pepsi a day for 20 years. It costs $8,600 a year. What? Why? Did you lose a bet? What is this mess? Here's a YouTube video. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name's Andrew Curry. I live in North Wales and I'm addicted to Pepsi. I've had the addiction for the last 20 years. I used to drink roughly 5 2-litre bottles of Pepsi a day. Now I drink nothing, only water. This is roughly what I drink in 3 days.
What? That's crazy. That's a crazy amount of cups and an insane amount of 1 liter bottles. And those some 2 liters in the back, it looks like.
He said he stopped. Now he just drink water. Is that what he said?
It used to, yeah. He had to see. Here we go. Andy Curry, age 41, used to down 30 cans of soda a day and spent over $8,600 a year. Hang on a second. Mute that. Roughly 25 a day drinking it. However, the hypnotist, he says, only cured. Wow. Okay. Well, let's just go ahead and begin with the obvious question, Kyko. Pepsi or Coke?
Oh, definitely. But yeah, see, I was about to say I'm a Coke man, so you know what I'm saying. That's a no-go right there. Nah, Pepsi ain't bad. Listen, Pepsi ain't bad. Who's a Coke man?
But so, how much Pepsi? What's the record for Coke? Like, how much Coke would you say you've drunk over the course of?
Well,
on average,
I drank 50, 55, 54 cups of soda at the Coke factory. That we the only state that.
Oh, did you win a golden ticket? How did you get to go to the factory?
No, that's what I was about to say. Is Georgia the only state that got a Coke factory? I think so.
Wow.
The world of Coke. It's not a Coke factory. It's a world of Coke. I think Atlanta's the only place that got the world of Coke. So you go.
Make it sound like a theme park.
It got bigger over the years. I used to go there when I was little. They upgraded it. I went there again. It was nice. So listen, you learn about all the little how Coke was made and all kind of nice stuff, and then you go to the last room and it's every Coke from around the world. Every 50, like 100 flavors of Coke. And you get it's unlimited. You get to drink everything for unlimited. And I had like 55 cups of soda at the world of Coke.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
was nice.
crazy.
It was fun. Yeah, you gotta check it out.
Here-
You gotta check it out.
So Becca Cardenas in the YouTube chat says Coke with all caps and 3 exclamation points. And
Right.
she also says Pepsi tastes like 2-day-old Coke to me.
That's funny. It does. But
Really?
I mean, but I like flat Coke, so so Pepsi.
Whoa,
Pepsi.
time out. You like flat soda?
Well, listen, let me tell you something. When you real thirsty and you got a cup of soda that's been sitting there for like a day, you gonna drink it.
Why not water? That's why we have water.
But what I'm saying is because you laying down and you ain't trying to get up and get nothing else. That's why you drank a cup of soda that was sitting there, because you couldn't get up. I drink it. I say good.
Okay. Philip Perchinsky says, well, nowadays it's cheaper to drink caffeine and run everywhere.
You know, I mean, you know, listen, I go to Starbucks a lot and I fill up with the caffeine for about $20 every day. So it's like, you know.
Fair enough. I can't. I'm not even really a coffee drinker personally, so I can't even imagine doing that. But that's just me. So, but even when I do, like, I always make sure to recycle. Always recycle. What is recycle your aluminum cans and all that stuff.
Right.
All right, let's move on. They really need it.
Did the man go dead? Is he dead? Is he?
I hadn't gotten to the end of it. We're already kind of over time right now as it is. We got to catch up. Listen, like I already said, the links to all of these topics are in the description down below if you want to read further after we've wrapped the show tonight. Come on. There we go.
Take the glasses on and investigate.
Okay, so here we go. This is from SciTech Daily. Teaching physics to artificial intelligence can allow it to make new discoveries all on its own.
Nope, they need to stop. They need to stop it right now.
This is right along the lines of Google researcher that we were talking about on last Sunday's Weird News show that basically had discovered sentient AI. That was making headlines off and on all last week.
Right.
Like we're dangerously close to a singularity if not already there. According to researchers at Duke University, incorporating known physics into machine learning algorithms can help the enigmatic black boxes attain new levels of transparency and insight into the characteristics of materials. The algorithm was essentially forced to show its work since it first had to take into account the known physical restrictions of a metamaterial. Let me see. Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead a bit. Researchers used a sophisticated machine algorithm in one of the first efforts of its type to identify characteristics of materials, metamaterials, and to predict how they interact with electromagnetic fields. Yeah, I would have just called it unobtainium, you know. The method not only enabled the algorithm to predict the properties of the unobtainium with high accuracy, but it also did it more quickly and with additional insights than earlier approaches. So AI is borderline sentient. You can talk to it, it can learn from you, and it can sort of get a closer and more accurate and dense grasp of the universe and the physics of how the universe works than humans.
And then they're gonna start feeling, and they're gonna start feeling emotions, and they're gonna start understanding humor, and they're gonna start, boy, it's gonna be crazy. And listen, Star Trek, right? Star Trek basically saying that kind of technology didn't come out to like 2300. You know what I'm saying? Basically,
we're way ahead of schedule. We're a good 280 years ahead of schedule.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like what's man? So what's gonna happen? What's 2300 gonna look like if we already there? What is 20?
That 55 Curie E planet or whatever that's too close to the sun. That's what it's gonna look like.
Well, we might have to move there. They're gonna find a way to inhabit that planet. I'm telling you.
Somehow I doubt that. I highly doubt that Elon Musk would want to populate a planet that close to the sun. I highly doubt that. He's got to finish doing whatever he's doing to Twitter in order, like, long before that.
Right.
So the results were published in the journal Advanced Optical Materials on May 13th. Willie Padilla, professor of electrical and computer engineering at Duke, says, quote, by incorporating known physics directly into the machine learning, The algorithm can find solutions with less training data and in less time. While this study was mainly demonstrations showing the approach could recreate known solutions, it also revealed some insights into the inner workings of non-metallic metamaterials that nobody knew before. And so, final word on this, Kyko, and if anybody has any comments, feel free to drop it in the feed. But Kyko, last thoughts.
I think this is some BS, man. I agree. I'm about to stay inside, bro, forever, because this world is getting crazy. Like, the Matrix is real. I said that ever since I seen the Matrix when I was like 6. And I always said, this is real. This is really what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what's happening. I see it. And so
let's move on, and because we're dwelling on this now. It's starting to get really. Let's move on. I think we have like 1 or 2 left, and then we gotta wrap it up. Let's see here if we can get this to load. Because for whatever reason, this browser never has that loaded up already. Here we go. So this is back from Ripley's again. Company offers $2,000 to fill your home with cockroaches.
I'll do it.
What?
I get a real small apartment. Well, I get a tough shed.
$2,000. No, your house, not an extension to the house or like a little shack.
No, that's where I live. I don't live in no house. My address is to this tough shed. So fill my tough shed up with cockroaches.
You mean that's you for real would be like there, or like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What you would tell the company.
I got this tough shed registered as an address just so I could do this.
Okay. Let's see. So in what's like a gross out game would you do? The pest killers over at the Pest Informer in Raleigh have found a creative way to test out new methods for exterminating cockroaches once and for all. Last week, the company released an ad on its website seeking up to 7 households to join a 30-day study in which the company will fill their homes with 100 American cockroaches as a way to test new extermination treatments. In exchange, the homeowners will receive cold, hard cash.
I don't think too. Okay, so 100 cockroaches? That's not a lot. That's not too much.
How many were you expecting where you would be okay $2,000 as payment for it?
Is $2,000 enough for that, though? 100 cockroaches?
It's you tell me.
I mean, because you said 100. I'm thinking you filling the whole house up. I'm thinking the whole they just throwing cockroaches in there, like millions of cockroaches. I'm saying $2,000 is not worth millions of cockroaches. 100, maybe. I think so. I think I could do that. Because then you're going to have somebody come in to exterminate them. So, I mean, I'll be all
right. Oh, my goodness. Becca Cardenas says, I'll do it for free. What? What?
Nope, I ain't coming to your house.
What? Like, just to what? Just to sort of like, for the greater good? Is that what that is? Like, it's not about the money, just like, do my part to help like keep these things out of people's homes. Is that what that is? Is that an altruistic sort of slant to it, or like are you sort of imagining a scenario where you've lost a bet and so that's what it is? I don't know.
Listen, I
don't know, but okay.
Cockroach. I know cockroaches. I don't like cockroaches.
Yeah, no, that's
spiders don't even like cockroaches. You see what I'm saying? You ain't ever seen no spider kill a cockroach. Spiders don't know cockroach.
Now, this is interesting. Understanding the creepy factor in their request, the company expected to receive only a few submissions for July 31 deadline. Instead, they received over 2,500 applications in less than a week. They're struggling to keep up with the submissions. Like people trying to participate in the program of having all these cockroaches released at home and getting paid for it. Shockingly, not just anybody is qualified for the voluntary infestation experience. Along with being willing to have the largest of the cockroach species invade their space, God, participants must be at least 21 years old and own the home or have explicit approval from the owner. They also cannot use any form of treatment beyond the technique assigned by the company and must film the results. Right, of course. Philip Perchinsky says, I wouldn't film my house for $2 million. As a matter of fact, I would your house for $2 million. So Becca Cardenas says, LOL, I don't exterminate. I do the 100 for 2,000.
Yeah, I do the.
Okay.
But she saying she want to keep the cockroaches in the house. She said don't exterminate them. She said keep them in there, and then give me 2,000. Listen, all about it's each his own. She want to do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah. More power to you, Becca. More power.
Exactly. More power to you. Exactly.
I guess. All in the there it is. Here it is right here. All in the name of research. Just fill up that screen for a quick second there. All right. Let's go ahead and move on here. The rest of that information is at the link in the description down below. Let's move on. We have one last topic and then we got to shut this down.
Shut it down and then bring it up.
Let's see here. Come on. Come on, Slack. Here, boy. There we go. Okay, so trash on Mars. Human trash discovered on Mars, but NASA's explanation leaves unanswered questions.
Mars.
Yeah, we're back here to sort of cap this off. This is again from Miami, first published 2 days ago. So this shiny bit of trash, this image, and then the caption is, shiny bit of trash is part of a foil blanket used to control temperatures on NASA craft. What is it doing on Mars? Better question is, how do they know that's what it is? It's hard to tell that that's not just another rock. Like, are you able to see this? How can you accurately tell that that thing in the center is not just another like rock that's just reflecting in a certain way sunlight?
Right.
You know what I mean?
And they're saying that it is at least an astronaut equipment and not like something from McDonald's.
Yeah, that's a Happy Meal bag. That's what that is.
That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Anyway,
that's what I thought they were. That's what I really thought they were saying. They were about to say it was like some like a fruit roll up wrapper is what I thought they were saying, and I was like, that's crazy. That's crazier than the steps, and I need to go sit down. I need to get off this live for a second and sit down.
So commenters on social media were mostly horrified that humans are polluting a planet we've never visited in the flesh. Some chastised the agency for being sloppy, talking about NASA, while a few pranksters claimed they spotted NASA trash and other Mars photos, including a Big Gulp cup from 7-Eleven.
So you think it's just people just being silly on the internet? That's what's going on.
I guess.
People being silly.
We have some different quotes here relating to the story. I guess it will not be long until we start seeing bottles, discarded fast food, and plastic litter on Mars. Maybe we need to send a robot with a broom to start cleaning up already. Yeah, sure. I bet Pixar will make a sequel to WALL-E. Just because humans don't... Go ahead.
No, I'm laughing. I was laughing.
Just because humans don't like scraps and debris doesn't mean the Martians hate it too. We know nothing about them. They could eat pollution for all we know. I mean, that's a fairly valid point. If we have earthbound worms that digest styrofoam, how do we know that like aliens don't eat, more of our trash?
Exactly.
I don't know. It stands to reason that's at the very least within the realm of feasible plausibility, Anyway, it's not clear if NASA knew a piece of thermal blanketing had fallen off during descent. The reflective material is created by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and wrapped around the spacecraft to regulate temperature. The Perseverance rover landed in February 2021, seeks signs of ancient collect samples of broken rock and soil for possible return to Earth. I guess that's where the thermal blanket came from. Yeah, I guess that's basically all that can be said about this particular news piece. To me, that just looks like another rock, basically, that just happens to sort of like have broken off in a way that reflects more sunlight. I mean, I guess, but I'm not an astrophysicist. I don't know. I probably dead wrong. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right. No, I'm just saying I don't want to dig into it either because, I want to think that it's just a rock too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't want to, because, boy, I tell you, you got phantom steps and you got trash. You got McDonald's trash on Mars. It don't add up, man. It don't make sense. Listen.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Let's move on here. I think that basically is going to bring us to a close for tonight. Here we go. Oh, we have another comment here from Ms. D. Lots of people must be desperate for that money. They'd have to pay me enough to move. Oh, I guess talking about the cockroaches. Yeah. Wow, that's a delayed buffer on that comment. Goodness gracious. Come on, YouTube, keep up. Jeez. That story was like 15 minutes ago.
Right.
Anyway, whatever. All right, so that's a wrap for this week's headlines. What was your favorite tonight, Kyko?
The hell planet.
The Hell Planet?
Or the Phantom Steps.
Okay.
The favorite in the aspect of that, these are the things that I'm most worried about.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And the artificial intelligence learning physics. I mean, come on, this stuff is getting out of hand.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. I like the stairs topic, just in terms of just the raw, like, morbid curiosity, fascination of it.
Right.
I am you, Kyko, as far as like willingness to just walk up something like that. I mean, let me just
I'll be like, God, I give $10 right now. Walk up them steps. Well, you ain't gonna take me $10. Why ain't gonna take $10?
Philip Perchinsky says the astronauts go to Walmart too. I'm sure they do, but like, they don't throw their trash into orbit. They don't throw their trash into another planet.
Right.
You know? Like, that's humanity's contribution to the universe. Just take up all the space in space. Why not? Anyway, those of you who are watching at home, either on live on Instagram at Weekend Showcase or on YouTube, what was your favorite topic that we covered tonight? Drop a comment down below to continue the conversation. Visit any of our social pages. We're at Weekend Showcase everywhere, including, as I said, Instagram, and we're also on TikTok at Weekend Showcase. And we will see you right here this coming Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific for another brand new trailer reaction show. We hope to see you then. For now, I'm Don Shannon. With me was
Young Kyko, aka Mr. Parker. You see what I'm saying?
Cool. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Once again, be safe and hope you all had a great Father's Day weekend. Showcase you later. Good night.